Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. The dogs are all excited because we just ran out and got some coffee and came back, and so they're all like jazzed. We were gone for maybe 10 minutes and they're jazzed, but one of our neighbors is like hoping to open a coffee shop. So they're kind of doing like test runs in our community. So Mike and I both got the same thing, but I got mine iced, he got his hot. Starting the day with an ube white mocha, an iced ube white mocha, and it is delicious. Super good. So we love that. It works out well for us. Like a few days a week, they're setting up and making coffee. Works out great. So that's how we're starting this Saturday. I want to go do my makeup because we're gonna go on a little food adventure today. But otherwise have a pretty chill Saturday because we've got a big road trip coming up this week. So yeah, we'll talk about that later. Let's start the vlog. Makeup is done and we're getting dogs all set up. We are going to head down to Ruskin to a German restaurant we went to a long time ago. I feel like it was already 2 years ago. By the way, time flies. There's a lot of restaurants around us. So we went 2 years ago. It was really good and we haven't been back in a while. So we want to do some sort of food adventure this weekend. Something chill because, like I said, we are leaving for a road trip on Wednesday. We'll talk about that more a little later, but this weekend needs to be do laundry, get the house set up, clean, start figuring out packing, that kind of stuff for the trip. So nothing too exciting, but we wanted to do at least one little activity together before the weekend was over. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go have some German food, leave the pups here for the afternoon, and then I wanna get back. I have a lot of editing to do, a lot of house chores, but we'll have a little chat maybe this evening about the road trip and our plans. Hello everyone. So we have some for science and Hunchback is here apparently. Yes. So these, let me see if you guys remember these. Do you remember these from the late 80s, early 90s? Mike says no. I have a memory of them mainly because of this guy. And maybe it's because I'm from Florida and I went to UF. I mean, obviously this is long before I went to UF, but my parents went to UF too, so I was born a Gator. So maybe there's just some like emotional attachment to Gators. But these were a thing and they brought them back, I guess. I don't remember them, but apparently they're in Home Alone. I don't remember him eating them in Home Alone, but maybe they're just like in the background. I remember him getting the pizza. But they brought them back at Christmas time, specifically as like a Home Alone tie-in. And they were at the dollar store. There's two different flavors. There's original and mesquite barbecue. I looked around Dollar General, couldn't find them, but Sarah found them for me. So when we got coffee the other day, she brought them for me. So it's gonna be a first for Mike.
I'm so confused.
And a memory for me. They're basically just potato chips.
They look like Lay's.
Yep. They're extra crunchy. They're basically just kettle chips before we had kettle chips. So, memories.
Cheers.
Exactly what it was. Kettle chip before any of us knew what a kettle chip was. These are crunch taters. The other one I really loved at the time were, I think they're called tater skins. And I think it's the same mascot, but they were basically like the TGI Fridays sells them now. They look like shaved potato skins. I think this is the same guy. I'm gonna have to Google it and see if I'm right.
I'm not sure if it's the same guy, but
I think it was, because I think it was tater skins. I'm gonna look it up.
okay.
We're gonna fact check as soon as we try this, but this is the mesquite barbecue. It's just gonna be a mesquite
I remember those. I've never seen these
barbecue kettle chip.
Probably because we had kettle chips and they were like, Southerners don't know it.
They don't know what a kettle chip is. This is some brilliant marketing though.
Something about these tastes off to both of these to me. I don't know why. 2.
2 out of 5 for both? Potato skins. Oh, they were Keebler. Those are the ones I was picturing though.
I remember those. Those are the ones I was thinking of.
Well, maybe it was just the potato skins, because I definitely, oh, the pizzerias. Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
I loved those.
I hadn't thought of those in forever.
There you go, that's what, there's potato skins and then the pizzerias. Those were so good.
I definitely had lots of potato skins. Oh, Boise's.
I did not have those.
Wow.
Those are new to me. Man, I thought, oh, there's the crunch shaders. There's the original.
Diggers corn snacks.
There they are. They were 69 cents.
Is that literally half a bugle, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
The original crunch tater. 69 cents back then.
Nice.
It was at the dollar store, Dollar General. I don't know if it was $1 though, this time around, but there you go.
Oh, Boise's shirt. Wow.
Wow. I'll give the mesquite a 2 out of 5 too. It's not my favorite barbecue flavor, that's for sure. But I don't mind an extra crispy, crunchy Lay's. I'm gonna give it.
It doesn't taste like Lay's to me, that's the problem.
I'm gonna give it a generous 4 out of 5.
Whoa.
For the nostalgia.
Whoa.
Well, happy Sunday. It's a little warmer than it was yesterday, but this guy's happy about it. He's just out here sunbathing. The other two are running around the yard. Colby said, Mom, it's lovely out. I love sunbathing on my bed. So that's what we're up to. Hello, cutie. Hello. Hello. Adorable. Okay, so we haven't had our chat yet about our trip, but I am starting to work on packing. So once I'm a little further along with packing, then we'll sit down. I'm gonna have a shower, because this is me right now. So I've just been doing chores, house cleaning, that kind of stuff. Once I'm done with a little packing, then we'll have a chat about this trip. There is a killer on the loose. There's a wild man on the loose. Chloe was just having zoomies. I think it's over now. Are we done? Are the zoomies over? I don't know. If they're over. Are they over? Ashes, they're over. I've called it. 1 minute. What do you think? I think you're done. Now you're done. Silly goose. He had a little burst of zoomies. Happy Monday, Ash. Happy Monday. So I did in fact finish my book last night. So the Stephen King book is done, which means it's time to switch to ACOTAR. Do you have your head out the doggy door just whining? Hi. You were just out there. Go on. Bye. All right, so I've got my workout to do, but I just wanted to share that I did finish Wizard and Glass, and now it's time for ACOTAR. All right, well, it is Monday. I'm in the office to do my workout. Obviously, there's no Fit for the Fog this week because we leave for the trip in 2 days. So I'm just gonna go ahead and include that in here. So today is upper body day. I'm still recovering from leg day on Friday. I'm almost back, but man, my quads were killing me all weekend. So like standing, I feel fine. If I try to do like any bit of a squat, then they're letting me know. So leg day was brutal. Let's hope upper body is easier. And it is arms day. Let's see, let's do the flex. Look at that. I do actually, I don't know, like with this lighting, I do actually have like a cut of muscle there now. I don't know if you can tell. It's something, right? So anyway, let's get to upper body.
2 a.m. in the morning, I'm in my story smoking, catching my breath. I can feel my skin burning. You light the fire in me, got no regrets. Can't forget, you got me wrapped around it. You feel me, your body wrapped around me. Good mistakes. Oh, you got me looped about it. You and me, you got me losing sleep. I am in too deep, like an overdose. You're the antidote. Losing sleep, I am in too deep. No matter where I hide, you got me sleep deprived. Blow my mind with a warning. You're digging deep within me. I feel obsessed. I can't help myself falling into the widest ocean again, again. Can't forget, you got me wrapped around it. You feel me, your body wrapped around me. Good mistakes. Oh, you got me.
Alright, my lunch today is going to be poblano potato and white bean stew from Factor. It's got fajita peppers and a little tamale cake and a winey bean. Because he also wants his lunch, right? Should I feed you your lunch? I probably should. Already snuck a bite of this. It is very good. Fajita veggies are a little wimpy, but I know this tamale thing is going to be really good too. Alright guys, well I'm set up in my office. I am already in the process of work, but I'm taking a work break to do my planner. Now, I'm only working for 2 days and then we leave on this trip. But those 2 days have a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my planner. I'm not gonna use like a full sticker pack. I'm gonna use some sort of leftover stickers because we leave on Wednesday. But also, I don't think I've shown this yet, and I'll probably talk about this more in a future Fit for the Fog episode. But each month I do this, and it's my fitness plan, what I actually end up doing, and then now I'm tracking my steps with the treadmill as well. So I'm gonna do a time lapse of me putting together the plan for March and the stickers for the week, even though I'm only working for the 2 days. And then once that's done and organized and I get all my to-do out of my brain to make sure I get everything done before I go on vacation, then we'll talk about this actual vacation that I keep promising you guys. We're gonna have a chit chat about what's happening, and once this is done we will have that talk. So time lapse and then chat. All right, well, my life is in order. And I have time to take a little break to chat with you guys about our plans. So we are leaving on a road trip on Wednesday. So this video is only gonna go through part of tomorrow because obviously I have to edit this tomorrow before we leave. So we are going on a road trip up the East Coast. So originally this trip, the goal was to go spend a weekend in DC with Jeff and Rick. And of course, my high school bestie Sarah also lives in DC with her boyfriend. So it was going to be a weekend with Jeff and Rick, but then also getting to see Sarah and Carl. Jeff has to travel a lot for work. And so we tried to do this trip last year and we couldn't make it work with Jeff's schedule. We tried to do it last fall. We could not make it work with their schedules. So this time we're like, all right, we're just gonna do a road trip because that way we can have a little flexibility and try to make this happen. So we made our plans and then it's complicated. We're leaving Wednesday, but I'm not entirely sure what we're doing over the weekend. So we have our plot. We have a plan A and a plan B, depending on what ends up happening with Jeff and his travel schedule. We'll see how it all pans out. I still don't know. It is 2 days before we leave and I'm not quite sure. But we do have solid plans with other friends along the way. So I just messaged Dee because I think I might be able to meet up with her on the drive. We're gonna do East Coast, heading up to DC is the goal. So we're gonna make some stops along the way, visit some friends, and kind of go out of our way to visit a friend on the way back. So in theory, I might get to meet Dee, my Vlogmas buddy. She is along the route. Not too far off from where we were going one of the nights. So I've contacted her. We're still working on plans to see if we're gonna get to meet up. We're gonna get to see her. We're gonna get to see one of Mike's friends, Steve, who has become one of my friends as well. You may have heard me reference him in the past because he does Twitch streams sometimes. And I really enjoy his Twitch stream. So we've gotten to know each other as well, but we haven't met in person before. So we're gonna get to see him. We're gonna go to DC. We should be able to see Jeff and Rick at least for one night. We may or may not end up in Baltimore, depending on what happens with Jeff's plans. We're gonna get to see Sarah and Carl. And then on the way back, we're gonna get to visit with my high school band director, who I just have to get used to calling David. That is not what I call him. I actually call him by his last name. And to me, that is just his name. Like if you have like a college friend, like I have a few college friends where we had a bunch of different Michaels. So they all went by their last names, or Matthews. We had a lot of Matthews. So instead of Matt, they went by their last name. That's how I view my band director. It's just, he is his last name. But for the sake of not doxing him on the internet, I do have to call him David in these videos, and it's weird for me every time. So we're gonna go see David. I have not seen him since 2007, so that's gonna be really fun. He took the day off work in order to hang out with us. It does look like it's gonna be raining the whole day, which I was kind of sad about because he lives in a really beautiful area and he posts these pictures of these like beautiful hikes, and I was really hoping we were gonna get to go do like a hike somewhere. And right now, I mean, there's still time. That's like literally a week away from tomorrow. So there's time for it to clear up, but at the moment it's gonna be a high of 62, low of 47 with 80% chance of rain. So that probably won't be happening. I don't think we're gonna go on any hikes, which is a bummer because he lives in such a pretty area. Aside from that, I'm not really quite sure what we're doing with Steve in Richmond. He's in the Richmond area. Not sure what we're gonna do there. He's been working on some plans for us. Obviously we have some plans already set up for things to do with Jeff and Rick. I think Sarah and Carl were just gonna be hanging out at their place because they just moved into their own place. Maybe some sightseeing in Baltimore. So I'm not sure what entirely I'm going to vlog of this. Like, a lot of it's gonna be personal time with friends and people who I'm not just gonna like shove on camera. When like Steve I'm meeting for the first time, he's I think subscribed to my channel, but I can guarantee he's never watched a video. Maybe like a theme park video, but I'm sure he never has watched these. Obviously, if we're doing stuff in DC, like Jeff and Rick are comfortable on here. They do watch these most of the time. Like Sarah's fine being on here. But the friends that I haven't seen, I'm not gonna just show them on camera. So depends on what we're doing, like sightseeing around some of these places, maybe. So I'm thinking probably it's a week-long road trip, maybe like 2 vlogs coming out of it, like a first half and a second half of the road trip and just combining the days together. But we'll see how much I end up vlogging as we go. It's definitely just a fun road trip trying to see friends. I'm calling it the Friend Tour 2024 and that's the priority. But obviously I like to take you guys along and show you the cool places we visit. So I'm just gonna play it by ear and see how it all works out. But that is what we're doing. It'll be good times. It is going to be chilly pretty much the entire time. Everywhere we're going is, I think the highest temperature is like 60 something degrees. Most of the time it's gonna be in the 50s. So I've packed all my sweaters. Me being me, I've also packed a bunch of non-sweaters just in case it's not as chilly as I think it's going to be. So my suitcase is very full of clothes. I've got sweaters. I get to wear sweaters. It's very exciting. So yeah, I'm ready for it. I've been putting together a road trip playlist. I need to do a little more work on that probably when I'm walking this evening, add some more songs to the playlist. Hence me getting all this work done because I'm going to be out of work for a week. I have no idea what the status as far as uploads are going to be after this one. I'm not going to say I try to do the math. There may not even be a gap because I may just go ahead and release the 2-ish road trip vlogs the week we get back. I'll let you guys know on social media if there's some big change, but if you don't see a video from me next Monday, don't be alarmed. Everything's fine. I'm just figuring things out when we get back, but the weekly vlogs will pick back up as soon as we get back into town. That's the plan. So yay, exciting, fun stuff, going to explore. I have been to, I think, all of these places before. Maybe not Asheville. I'm not sure if I've been to Asheville. My parents and I did a North Carolina trip, but I don't remember if we stopped in Asheville. Well, I haven't done Charleston either. Charleston we're going to for just one night. I think I've been all the other places we're stopping, but it's been a while for everything except for DC. So I'm excited. All right, I'll stop yapping now, get back to work, and catch you guys a little later. Okay, so I just walked for an hour and 17 minutes working. I done 4.17 miles according to the treadmill. 7,380 steps. Let's see what my watch says. 3.28 miles. I do agree. I think it was Jen who messaged me and says she's more likely to believe in the treadmill than your watch because it knows like the speed you're going and everything, and I agree. I do think the treadmill is a little more accurate than my watch in this case because it's on my ankle. It's not an exact science, but the treadmill knows what speed it's set at, so I'm inclined to believe that. But walking is done for the day. Watched some more Last of Us, got some work done. There's still a lot to do tomorrow, but I feel good. All right, well, I'm gonna make our final Green Chef for dinner tonight. We've got spicy Southwest turkey soup. I'm not really, like, I had stew for lunch and now we're gonna have this for dinner, but whatever, it's food. We're gonna make it. I don't wanna waste it. Let's cook. Look how beautiful that turned out. Gorgeous. That's tonight's dinner. We'll see how it is. Ash might be going deaf, but he can hear the bagpipes. He was unsure about that. So Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I just got my regular shoes. What am I doing? These are not biking shoes. These are walking shoes. So it is Tuesday and it's gonna be the final day of this vlog because we leave for the road trip tomorrow. So today's gonna be very hectic. I have 2 grants I have to submit. I have a final report for a grant I have to submit. Now, the deadlines aren't today. They're, I think, March 1st for all of these things, but I will be on vacation. So I have to get all of that done today. One of the grants I was working on with my CEO. So I've been kind of at his mercy on his timeline, but he got all of his stuff done for it yesterday. So today I can just go through and edit. So it's gonna be very busy. I'm gonna do my workout here. I'm probably gonna do a 20-minute lane break, 10-minute scenic ride. What else do I have to do today? I need to go to the post office, make sure that's cleaned out. I need to go to Publix and just get a couple things. I have to edit this vlog. I have to finish packing. So today's gonna fly by. It's gonna be tomorrow morning before I know it. And that's exciting. It's a little hectic, but it's exciting. So the last thing I'll say before I hop on the Peloton is, can you guys believe like February's already over? Like, what? This is the last vlog of February. Like, it's gone. And it's leap year. So there's leap day this week. But isn't that crazy? How did that happen? Yeah, so I mean, it's a good thing. I would prefer this part of the year to fly by because I much prefer the activities that happen in the fall. So I am always fine with this first chunk of the year flying by because, I mean, yeah, it gets into summer and then it gets hot, but we can go to the beach and Flower and Garden Festival, and there's a lot of fun things happening. I think March might be my least favorite month of the entire year. And I think a big part of that is just living in Florida, because March becomes like spring break month and the entire month of March is just rough here. We already have like a bunch of snowbirds down this time of year, so the roads are already like packed with people from all the snowbirds that are down. If you're not from the United States, you might not know what the term snowbird means, but essentially retirees who live in the northern part of the US during the summer months will have a house down south a lot in Florida, and they will live half the time of the year in Florida to do winter here where it's 75 degrees rather than 20 degrees or whatever it is where they're from. And then they spend the other half of the year at their northern part, their northern house. So from like November through April-ish is snowbird season in Florida, where our population expands for those months with all the snowbirds who come to their Florida homes. So it's a bunch of retirees who invade Florida. And you can tell the difference, especially in certain cities. When I lived in Sarasota, oh my gosh, because it's a beach town. So the traffic there, it got insane during snowbird season. I can definitely tell you, I felt it on I-4 going to Mardi Gras 2 weeks ago now, like a lot more cars on the road. And then with that already happening, then March happens and it's spring break. And it's not just Orlando, because a ton of people come to Florida for spring break, for the beaches, for the tourism. So it's everywhere. It's not just Orlando. And so I don't like March. I don't like March in Florida. It's beautiful out usually, but it's just too many people everywhere and getting anywhere is a hassle. I'll be excited when March is over, but it just means we're one step closer to Halloween, which is the whole point of all this exercise I'm doing, this Fit for the Fog, right? So that was my soapbox for the day. I'm gonna go work out and I will catch you guys when it's time for lunch. Okay, this one's fair. I did miss. There was one, I didn't realize it was one of the breakers. So I was just pedaling away and I was like, oh crap, that's a breaker. And so I missed that. And then one of the streams I went too fast. So that was a fair 99%. but that is done. It was very fun. Now I need to do a cool down. Today's lunch is gonna be blurry. Tomato, goat cheese, cavatappi primavera with roasted garlic green beans. And there is my lunch. Haven't had this one before, so we'll see how it is. I just finished eating my lunch. And look at this child. Mom. Mom. Oh, wow. 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 I wasn't expecting that one. He went from so cute to so demanding. So quickly. That transition though. Oh, jeez. Hey, you guys hungry? You hungry? You want food? All right. Let's feed you, wild men. Okay guys, well it is Tuesday evening. I'm doing my walking. I've submitted a grant. I've submitted the final report. I have one grant left to submit and I'm on final edits. So I'm almost done with work. It's like 5:30. I think I'll be able to get it done in those 30 minutes. If not, I'll work a little extra today because I don't have a choice. And submit that, put up my out of office email for work, and I'm done. I've got a week off. Now I will need to, I still have a lot to do on my to-do list for today as far as home, but it's all I have left for work. But I'm excited to turn this in and then be on vacay. Ending the week super fancy. Ending the week of the vlog at least. Veggie burgers and crunch taters. Well guys, it's Tuesday evening. Dinner is done. I am almost fully packed, which means it's time to sign off this vlog so I can edit it and have it ready to go for next Monday. So I hope you guys have an awesome week. We will still be on the road trip when this vlog goes up, but we'll be home pretty soon. And then I'll start filming again that weekend once we're back. So I don't know what the schedule's gonna be. Just stay tuned. There'll be videos. One way or another, there'll be videos somewhere, somehow, of something. I don't know. It's too far in the future to tell. So with that, I am signing off, but I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.